Okay, so the National Insurance Commission, which is an agency which has been given the mandate to check the the duties of insurance companies in the nation, have taken an action. They have appointed some two statutory managers for some two insurance companies that have breached a certain regulation. Their action is to keep these insurance companies in check and to make sure they don't continue to go with their acts that have been termed as regulatory breaches. Now, for the Regenism, I guess that's the real name, Regencinem Insurance Limited, Regencinem Insurance Limited, and then also for the Heritage Energy Insurance Company Limited. So these are the two insurance companies that have been given new managers because of the ways they have been running their organization. Now, the appointment of these two statutory managers, according to a release by the Commissioner of the Insurance, the NIC, was because of such of their acts. Now, Dr. Justice Ofori was the one who gave these remarks, and he said that the company's inability to resolve some regulatory breaches for which the commission imposed supervisory restrictions was the reason why these actions had to be taken. Now, according to him, the move, is to make these insurance companies note that the NIC is not playing with some of the things that have been outlined for the insurance companies in the nation. And according to them, it was even in line with the Commission's mandate under the Insurance Act of 2021, which is Act 1061, and it's also in accordance with Section 99 of the same Act. This is to just protect the interests of customers of these insurance companies. Now, for Regencinem Insurance Limited, the manager that was appointed to them was Miss Jijoli Ajo Asafo. We'll take it again. For Regencinem Insurance Limited, the statutory manager who has been appointed to that company is Miss Jijoli Ajo Asafo. Now, for the Heritage Energy Insurance Company Limited, the manager they have been given is Mr. Richard Ochre. We'll take it again. For the Heritage Energy Insurance Company Limited, the statutory manager that has been appointed to them is Mr. Richard Ochre. Now, now that these managers will be coming into their companies, the hope is that the NIC hopes to keep some of the acts that have been going against their laws in check, so that they don't go about, making, jokes of some customers whose hard-earned money has been given to them. Yeah, but we've been hearing these customers complain about such insurance companies in the past. We haven't seen anything new yet in the past. There have been some cases where we only get complaints, but nothing is really done, and some people don't really get to get their monies, their worth of their monies when they are in trouble. So we'll see how far this action by the NIC would go. Now, in accordance with this Insurance Act 2021, which is Act 1061, these statutory managers that have been appointed will exercise the powers of the shareholders and the directors of those companies. And now these managers are going to have control of the businesses, and they are going to be the ones managing the assets as well as the liabilities, and even they are going to have the affairs in their palms to make sure that things are going according to the law stipulated by the NIC. Now, they are going to control this Regencinem Insurance Limited and Heritage Energy Insurance Company Limited until it is ascertained that these companies are going to be complying with the laws, and until the NIC is satisfied that these managers can now leave for their own managers to operate it. Now, Heritage Energy Insurance Company is one of these insurance companies positioned to provide financial solutions for some risks and in generally all sectors in the nation. Um, they were duly certified by the National Insurance Commission to underwrite general insurance businesses in accordance with the recapitalization exercise that was taking place in the insurance industry. I'm sure most of you heard about that. Now, this Heritage Energy Insurance Company Security is actually led by Ghana Reinsurance Company Limited. It's also with companies like Waika Reinsurance Corporation, Mainstream Reinsurance Company Limited, and even GN Reinsurance Company Limited. So that's it for the Heritage Energy Insurance. Now, when you go to Regent Sinem Insurance Ghana Limited, they emerged about 5 years or so back. Yeah, that was in September 2016. They had a very successful merger between Regency Alliance Insurance Ghana Limited and then NEM Insurance Ghana Limited. So when these two insurance companies came together, Regency and then NEM, then they became Regency NEM Insurance Company. So that's how they started. They were not Regency NEM in the beginning. It was Regency Insurance Company Limited, and then there was NEM Insurance Ghana Limited. So now that these two came together, they became one, and things were going on well to a couple of complaints, and I think some things came to light with accordance to breaching some regulations, and the NIC had to step in. But when you look at their measure was in order to meet the National Insurance Commission's requirement to increase the capital base of some insurance companies in Ghana. That's the Regent Insurance Company. When you look at even their arrangement, the Regent Insurance Ghana Limited was a fully local insurance company because they were both from were both companies from Ghana. When you look at, there are some insurance companies that have roots and bases outside the country, but this one, they are both fully local insurance companies. Normally the measures are between some here and some which are outside, but these ones were both local companies, and now they draw their technical support from their shareholders, the Regency Alliance Insurance PLC, and also from the NEM Insurance PLC. And this one's also actually the NEM Insurance PLC, they have some roots in Nigeria, but there are some things that are done individual. It's only when individual of the companies, only when some actions are needed to be taken, that's when they go to get some things from Nigeria. But that aside, the company operates individually. It operates based in the nation. Now, when you look at how these insurance companies have been made to go through some of these actions the NIC is taking on them, you would see that the NIC is really working hard and pushing hard to keep the interest of the customers who work with these insurance companies safe. There have been a lot of complaints in the past. Some people give their money to these insurance companies, and then when they have accidents or when it's time for them to receive their money's worth in serious situations, they only get excuses. Some insurance companies have just been taking these monies from such customers and then been using them for whatever they use it for. There have been many complaints in the past. Some people don't understand what the use of the insurance company is when they can't get the money even at the time they need it. There are some who even complain that these companies wait till it's too late before they give them the money they need, and they give it to them at times where the issue has taken a different turn. You get it? If someone is involved in an accident per se, and then they need to take certain measures, maybe health wise or to see to some damages to make sure the other parties involved are very compensated. These insurance companies don't sometimes come as they are needed. They wait till it's too late, and that's the problem people have been facing. Others have also complained that they are sometimes hear news of they can't find their file, they can't see their data. There's been a lot of problems with some insurance companies in the past. There was some woman who told us how she, has been insuring her businesses and her staff with these insurance companies, and then one time she needed to see to something serious, and when she went, she was hearing things like they couldn't find her data, there was no information. It was funny. So she was wondering all this time she was giving the money, those data, where was it? Like she was just throwing money away. So it was up and down, up and down. Later she had to give up on this because she had to concentrate on other businesses and look at how to get monies from other places. So these are all some of the excuses we have, and problems we've been hearing, and some people have been facing in this with this insurance company, and that's why action had to be taken. So Dr. Justice Ofori, who's the commissioner of the National Insurance Commission, has taken action. He and his team, they're actually looking to move to other insurance companies who may be following some of these actions, who may be also breaching some of these regulations. So they are looking at, when they get complaints, they'll do their own investigation to see how true it is. Some people have been happy with the actions of Dr. Afori, and they are seeing that by doing this, they are going to keep these insurance companies from stealing people's monies and just squandering them with the excuse of being able to help them in the future. There are some places of the world, when you go to some parts of even in the US, these insurance are not even compulsory. Like for example, when you look at the way to own a vehicle, you have to insure your car. Apart from the roadworthy, you have to make sure your insurance is up to date. So in some parts of the US and in never even other parts of the world, they don't make these types of insurance compulsory. So when a person wants to see to his own problem, he saves his own money with the bank or with another institution. He finds a way to put money down so that when he faces trouble, he sees to it himself, and he doesn't have to go chasing after some agency who are supposed to give him the monies he was putting in that place all this time. So we are not saying Ghana should do the same thing. We are just saying for these companies to work, maybe there's a need to look at some other options to make things more flexible for the customers who need them. Because let's face it, when trouble comes, that's the time you need the most help. When trouble comes, that's the time you don't want to be hearing excuses. You get it. And so there are some issues that can be taken care of without these insurance companies, but there are other cases where it's so serious, you need help. There's no other thing to say but you need help. So when you go to those people who you've been giving monies over the months and over the years, and they tell you they give you excuses and tell you they cannot help you, or you have to come back, or they tell you they are doing something urgent now, those types of excuses. They can't find your data, if there's a problem with your name. There have been some funny excuses we've heard in the past, and because of this, though, you have to wait till those issues are sorted out before you receive your money. And meanwhile, whilst you are waiting, the problem is escalating. Whilst you are waiting, nothing is being done to make this solution come faster, and then you can have your peace of mind. So these are all these things that the NIC has started looking into, just to make sure that Ghanaians are not taken for granted. We think it's a good move on their part. We also hope that these other insurance companies will learn from these actions being taken and will make sure that they don't throw monies away. And if they are wherever they put their monies, they should make sure it's at a safe place, so that when the customers come to them for their monies to see to stuff, they don't have problems and there are no excuses. Now, what do you think about this insurance companies? You can leave your comments in the section below. Have you ever had any experience with them? Was it good or bad? Let us know, and then let's see the ways to go about it. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.